the All of the Above podcast with 3 Seeds Mentoring Group.
All right, so what's going on, y'all? It's 3 Seeds Mentoring Group. We like to talk to our students who are active on campus and different things to kind of get their perspective of what's going on. So we got a special guest in the house today. All right, what's your name, bro?
Denham Riley.
Denham Riley. All right, what year are you?
I'm a senior.
You a senior. Okay, what sport you play?
Football and I run track.
Okay, you faster than me?
I believe so.
Oh, no. He probably is, y'all. I ain't trying to pull a muscle. All right, what position you play?
Running back and slot receiver.
Okay, how's y'all season been so far?
It's been successful. We just had a loss last week.
Really?
TL North by 1 point.
Really? Was they cheating? Was the ref cheating?
I mean, you could say that, but it shouldn't have to be put in their hands in the first place. We just should have handled business earlier.
Handle business. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you a team captain?
Yeah.
You are? Okay. How I feel being a team captain?
I feel good about being a captain because I feel like the coaches, they could depend on me
Mm-hmm.
to have a team on my back and be able to lead. And more of a mental thing than performing on the field, make sure everybody got the right mental, everybody handle their business.
All right. So since you're a captain, I'm going to put you on the spot, right? I want you to look at the camera, and I want you to give shout-outs to your teammates who did their thing. Because I'm going to put this on our social media. So you're going to be like, so you're going to look at it and be like, shout out to da-da-da. You got to say what they did, point, like you talking to them. Ready?
All right.
Set, go.
I want to give a shout out to Aaron Wright. He just touched 1,000 rushing yards. You know, he been doing this thing all season and been handling business, running the ball, running hard. I want to give a shout out to Gary, our quarterback. You know, he been leading us, and most of the wins, you know, everybody on the field is responsible for it, but he lead us every week and making sure we putting on the show. And I want to give a shout out to Maurice Garrett. He a sophomore, came up, and he making big plays every week. And always putting on the show for the crowd. Crazy catches. He always coming to clutch when we need him. I could say, and our seniors on the team, they real hungry. This day last year, so everybody just want it bad because this day last year, and everybody want to give it they all, so they could leave a great impression for the rest of the underclassmen to look up to. Yeah.
And that was great. Boy, he cool, man. You cold with it, man. That's good, man. You ain't folding. I see why they wanted you to come in here. Okay. So what's your highlight? It's your senior year, man. You finna be out of here, man. Where you going to school?
I haven't decided yet. I'm just, as the season winded down, I'm just still trying to weigh my options and see what I could do in the playoffs so I could get more schools' attention. But right now I got one offer from Avila University.
Okay.
They in Kansas.
Okay.
Talk to them a little bit, but
You trying to go far, stay? What you thinking?
I'm thinking about going out of state to get away from everything I got going on here.
Yeah, I heard
Start
that.
fresh.
Yeah, I heard that. So what's one, because 3 C's mentoring group, man. So have you ever did any field trips with us?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
We went to Quincy University.
Uh-huh.
We went downtown to a museum.
Mhm.
We went to a Bears game last year, and
Did you go this year too?
yeah, we went to an actual game this year. Last year was training camp. This year we went to a preseason game, and yeah, it was a good environment. You know, I enjoyed it because I was with my teammates, and that's really the only people I really talk to. So like when I'm out with them, you know, we just make the most of those moments.
Good time. All right.
Yeah.
So if you was talking right now, like if let's say we sending this to the Bears, like, hey man, we appreciate y'all. What would you want to tell them so they can keep like, 'cause you gonna be gone?
Right.
What you want to tell the Bears so they can keep doing stuff like this to Hillcrest? What would you say?
I would say to, you know, we gonna always support because that's our hometown team, and I would say that they should keep showing love, like keep inviting us, because we always gonna have some great athletes, and that inspire them when they go to those games and they see guys in the NFL, because they get motivated and they know that they could do the same thing. So I would say keep inviting them to, keep inspiring them to do better, so they could one day accomplish their goal to get to the big leagues.
Appreciate that, man. The last thing, let's see. Okay, last thing, I want you to share this memory because you was there. I know you was there because I seen you in the picture. So for the people at home, tell them what happened when last we went to training camp and Johnny threw his phone on the field. Tell that story. What happened?
So first we was watching outside the gates. Like they had little gates set up around the field. So we was just watching them play at first, throw the ball, run through drills and stuff. And then after that, they had took us in the building. And when they took us in the building, we was talking to like a lot of guys that's a part of their program as far as trainers, athletic, like everything.
Yeah,
Like
all the people that work for the
all the people
organization.
that work for the organization.
Did you like that part?
Yeah, cause like it's always good to learn something. So
Mhm.
like you learn something new every day. So they was really telling us a lot of things that could, you know, that could help us in the future.
Mhm.
And so when we got up there at the top. They broke us off into different groups,
Mhm.
and it was just it was a different conversation from a different person in the organization every time we rotated into different groups. And then after that, went to like it was like a balcony. It was another room. It was a balcony. It was chairs set up,
And it was a sign that said no phones, right?
no phones.
The sign
And
said no phones. Okay.
so Johnny being who Johnny is, he gonna bring his phone and try to get pictures, because like they didn't want nobody taking pictures of what they
Mhm.
had going on, because I think it was a new setup and they didn't want nobody to see it.
For sure. That makes sense though, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was supposed to be classified. Nobody was
Uh-huh.
supposed to see it. But Johnny brought his phone anyway, and one of their players ended up coming up to talk to us.
Wait a minute, how did it get down there? How did the phone get on the field?
But Johnny dropped his phone from the balcony.
Did he drop it or he throw it?
He dropped it like they had brought a big bag. It was like a big duffel bag, so his phone won't break.
Who
Yeah.
who down there? Do you remember what player?
I know it's they safety. They safety thing. D-Jacks, I want to say.
So he told him throw it to him.
Johnny was like, take a picture. He was like, how we gonna take the picture? And he was down there. He told him. Johnny was like, I'm drop my phone. They was telling him don't do it at first, but then they figured something out. It was two players. They had grabbed a duffel bag, a big duffel bag,
Mhm.
and Johnny was hovered over the top, cause like it was real far down. It was a real far drop, so he had to be precise with how he dropped it, or his phone was gonna be broke.
So what was you thinking while he was doing this?
I'm looking down at them. I'm like, okay, it looked like it should fall right in the bag. It
Uh-huh.
should fall right in the bag, but we finna see what happens. So he dropped it. They ended up catching it. They got it, and then the phone was locked. So they was wondering how they was gonna take the picture. So he told them to pass or whatever. They go to the camera, and then it was two of them. D-Jax had the phone, and he had held it up.
And the whole time, bro, I'm like, we finna be fired. Cause everybody was just looking at y'all. Remember that? They were just looking at y'all like, I can't believe y'all doing this.
Yeah, but the players, they all laughed about it. It was all good, and then they took the picture, and then that was that. And then another thing that happened that same day, Marion he got an NFL ball. I think they must have overthrew a pass or something, and it fell in the crowd. Or a tight end had caught a pass, ran it for a touchdown, and gave it. It was one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
And Marion ended up getting it. Everybody was trying to get the ball from Marion.
I remember that.
NFL ball. And I can't remember if it got signed or not. I think he was holding on to it to this year to get signed, but he never got the chance to get it signed.
So we're going to try to get that football signed, man, because I remember the owner came back up there and gave it to him. Remember?
Yeah, because they had took it back when he first got it.
Yeah.
Because they needed the ball, so they got it back, and then when we had got up to the balcony, owner had came up and gave it back to him.
Yeah, that was cool. You ain't never going to forget that, are you?
I don't forget nothing that happened.
Yeah, because to me, when that happened, man, the fact that we was able to come back the next year, I'm like, okay, they was cool with it, Because y'all broke the rules. I mean, I'm not going to condone breaking the rules. It's a funny story now, but that time I said, man, we fired. I really thought it was a wrap.
See, we wasn't thinking like that, though. We was just trying to make the most of the moment,
Yeah.
But fortunately, it ended up being all good. So
Yeah, it did. And how was the game this year? Did you appreciate it? How was it? The seats. How was the seats?
the seats was cool. I wasn't all the way down by the field, but we was like right by their sidelines. So like there was a good view, and they had played the Bills.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to see my favorite player play,
Who was that?
Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
Receiver on the Bills.
So
but
maybe
he didn't play that much because it was the preseason.
So maybe they might get it where we can come in and maybe do a player meet and greet and something like that. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be good. So what's the advice you would give to a player that, like if it's a freshman, about 3 C's? What would you tell him?
Just a regular student.
Yeah, if it's a student and he's saying, I don't know if I should join that program, what would you say?
I would say if you don't got nothing going for yourself, or like you kind of laid back and you like don't really talk to nobody, I would say do it, because those interactions, by being in the program, like you will get friends from it that you probably, who knows, like 10 years from now you will be locked in with the same people that you got introduced by this program with. So I would say do it, because it's a good time, it's really a bonding thing though. And then while you in high school, you want to make the most of it because it's gonna be gone in a snap.
You ain't
Like,
kidding. And how was that? I want more thing. I'm gonna give this shout out too. How was that breakfast at the chicken and waffle place? How was that? How was your food?
yeah, it was thorough. That was one of the best breakfasts I had. I never been to that spot, and we got in there. They treated us right, and the food was good, and they served us quick too.
Yeah, like it was a long table and everybody ate.
Yeah, it was. I can't even remember how many it was, but it was. If it wasn't 20, it was maybe 20
Yeah.
on the verge of 30.
And that was that same day the thing got canceled. That's why we did it.
Yeah,
Because we was all together.
Yep. And then we ended up getting it rescheduled. That's the one thing I did appreciate because even though we could have just let it go and just went to the museum and that would have been that, but the fact that y'all took the time to reschedule it, like that showed us that y'all really care about us like that. Y'all really want us to have a good time and enjoy those moments that y'all make for us. So we appreciate that.
All right. Appreciate you too, bro. Thanks again, man. All right.